Hey guys, welcome back to another MapleStory video, and it's going to be Road to Demon Slayer 2.0 part, I don't know actually, what episode is this supposed to be? I think episode 3? So it's been like 2 months since my last Road to Demon Slayer episode. I do apologize for that, that's just because, as you know, for the past couple of months I've been working on my dual blade. He's back to where he is before, actually he's much further than where I expected him to be, and that will give me the time to, or that'll free up time, now that he's level 250, now that his gear is back, for me to go ahead and focus my efforts on my Demon Slayer again. So, a lot of progress that I've done in the past like 3 days or so, because I decided to just, I don't know, spend a lot of time on him. But over the course of 2 months or so, I was able to go ahead and pick myself up a lot of extra, I guess, boosts in damage. So we'll go over it really quickly. I've also went ahead and trained during the 3x event that was out yesterday for the 2 hours, with one that at 12 p.m. and the one at 12 a.m. Eastern time. And I got Seaboards from 213 to 220. His training is actually not that bad in very tight-knit areas. I have a feeling he's going to be really fun to train in Cavern Lower Path, just because he can cover 2 platforms. I believe he can cover 2 platforms quite easily, because if it's the same height, I actually need to remember if I can. If it's the same height as Slurpy Forest Depths or Rev 3, I actually can probably go ahead and clear 2 entire platforms with Seaboards by himself. And for the bottom platform, I'm going to be placing down things like Orthros, or if I get a Lucid Soul, I'll place her down there. And I can cover pretty much the entire map. So I think Demon Slayer is not bad when it comes to training, and I still think he's a great class. My biggest gripe with him at the moment is that he doesn't have a flash jump. I'm just like way too used to having really good quick mobility. Demon Slayer has some of the best mobility in the game. You know, we have a vertical jump that goes up this way, we have a glide that allows us to just go long periods of time in the air. We do have a flash jump, but it's kind of uncomfortable because rather than using Alt or like pressing the jump key again, you have to press the arrow keys twice. And it doesn't take you very far, and you can't jump twice. It would be cool if I could do things like, you know, let's say a side jump, a flash jump, and then an aerial leap, but you can't do that. He does have Chaos Lock, which allows you to blink from mob to mob, which is helpful, but it's just not very reliable. It's kind of like Kano's random TP and Evan's Dragon Blink, but to the one condition that you do have to go ahead and hit a mob. There has to be a monster nearby. So it's not consistent enough, but I will still attest to how ridiculously overpowered Demon Slayers are in terms of damage, and just how much like DPS they can put out in a fight. And I love their 5th job skills. All 5, or all 5, why did I say all 5? Well, they do have actually all 5. But their 3 main class-based 5th job skills are fantastic. All wonderful, you know, Jormungand's Spirit of Rage. He is amazing for clearing just like a giant map because he just does so much damage. Orthros, really good for extra DPS on a boss, or if you just want to like move around and have them do a lot of damage. And then Demon Awakening, one of the best 5th job skills in my opinion. And all of them give him basically max crit rate, so I don't even need to care about critical hit rate on this guy just because all of my attacks, including things like Demon Impact and whatnot, they basically always critical hit, and they always have an enemy defense ignored component to them. Just like how Dual Blades have one, and just like how Xenon had one. Their main attacking skills like Phantom Blow, Blade Fury, or Mecha Purge Snipe. Demon Impact, I believe with Demon Awakening you get 50% ignore defense. Jormungand, you also get 50% ignore defense. And Orthros also gets 50% ignore defense. So very strong bossing class. I love this guy a lot. I just wish they could give us a flash jump, or at least, okay. Their Dark Wind skill has all 3 components pressed into one. If you could like use modal shift, you know how like Xenon's have modal shift where you can switch between 3 different skills? If you can switch your Dark Wind skill between like a glide, a jag jump, I'm assuming they're meaning that by the sense of, they mean Jaguar jump from Wild Hunter, and then like high jump. I wish you could separate them in separate components, because normally a vertical jump is a, you know, you jump and then you press up, you press the up arrow key and then you press the jump key again. But for Demon Slayer you have to press up twice, which is kind of annoying because of server lag. And the flash jump, rather than just pressing jump twice, you have to press the arrow keys twice. Instead of pressing jump twice, you have to hold jump the second time to get the glide. The glide is slow. It's pretty slow. Like, I mean, it lasts a long time, but look, it's not very fast, and we don't have things like a diagonal dash or anything else like that. I don't know. I like this guy. I do like him a lot. Alright, so I don't know why I went on a tangent with the mechanics of a Demon Slayer. That's not what this is. It's supposed to be... Well, I should make a class guide soon. But let's go ahead and cover over what happened. So over the time that I decided to go ahead and continue working on my Demon Slayer, just while I was focusing on my dual blade, I mostly just used Master Craftsman and Meister Cubes to get 2 lines of strength on as many things as I could. I also recubed a whole bunch of things for B-Pot with the B-Pot Occult Cubes during the 14th anniversary, so there's a few changes there. At the moment, I am currently sitting at 23k strength. With Maple Warrior, So let's go over really quickly what changed. The reinforced Golic ring, I believe it was 6% all stat double line, and now it's 18% strength. Superior Golic ring I don't think changed. Crack Golic ring is now 12% strength. Solid ring is also 18% strength. I don't remember if that was that before. I have the superior Golic belt at 15% strength with a 2% B-pot. My weapon I don't think I changed at all. I did reflame it. Now it does 60 attack, 10% boss flame with 30 strength flame. I need to reflame it later, and I do need to get this to 20 stars, or 22. I don't know if I changed either of these pendants. I believe they're the same. Okay. Boots, I have to, oh shoot, I have to recube that. I tried to recube it just because I wanted more than 12% strength, but I do have to work on an Absolab soon. It's just that it's a legendary Tyrant boot, so I think it's okay for now. My pants, I managed to get up to 15 strength. Sorry about that. The lack of soundproofing in this storm is kind of annoying. Same with my warrior armor. I think I reflamed both of these. I don't think they had the same flame when I made the previous video. 15% strength and also a convenient 1 second invincibility for whenever hit. Both of these have 2% strength. My monocle, I don't think I changed. My tattoo, I'm also trying to reflame to get a better flame on it. Sweetwater flames, because they're not KMS weapons or items, they don't have the same properties as the likes of, let's say, Absolab or Tyrants, so that's unfortunate. But you can still land a relatively decent flame. I think on my dual blade I have like a 4% alt stat and then like 20 strength or 20 luck. The hat, I think I just recubed the B-pot and I got 2% strength. Earrings, I don't think I changed. Shoulder, I believe I don't think it was unique B-pot before, but it's 3% B-pot right now. Gloves I have not touched. Cape, I think I haven't touched either. Now the shield, I made a couple changes to it. I just mostly changed the B-pot to be 9% damage, 9% attack. It's very difficult to get 2 lines of percent attack on a secondary's B-pot, so I just settled for 9% damage, 9% attack. Now my emblem is kind of weird. It has 39% total damage, which is a little too much. But it's like 3 lines of a kind of technically a 3-line main pot, so I had to just settle for what it is at the moment. And because I just finished Leshlin pre-quests, I now have the 3rd arcane symbol for Leshlin. I'm at 310 arcane force. I do need to work on that. I haven't been doing arcane dailies on my Demon Slayer every day because it was kind of inconvenient, and because he just doesn't have the same fluidity as the likes of Dual Blade and Xenon, where they can just like jump and attack, whereas Demon Slayer they kind of have to like plant themselves on the ground. I don't feel very comfortable playing him in things like Choo Choo Party Quest. I probably should, because I have to bite the bullet and get it done anyway. And I believe that's it. A couple of node updates. Here's where I am right now. Level 60 Demon Lash, 60 Demon Impact. I want to get level 60 Infernal Concussion because that's your main mobbing skill on Demon Slayer when you're not using Demon Awakening and everything else. Oh yeah, also Infernal Concussion also has 100% crit rate, so like pretty much Demon Slayer has 100% crit rate on all their skills, which is weird. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And what else did I want to talk about? I think that's about it. For the most part, I was just spending the better part of my time just recubing a couple things, training, getting my Demon Slayer up to level 220. I don't think I will get him to 250 because that's too big of a goal for me to achieve. So instead, right now, just the goal I have at the moment is to reach 25k strength and to reach, I would say 225. I think if I can get to 230, I'll be settling for that and focusing on a couple of other classes. So if I can get my Demon Slayer to, let's say, 10 mil range buff without the use of hypers and whatnot, then I'm going to leave him there and I'm going to go back to maybe working on my Xenon again. But yeah, just wanted to make a quick updates video. I'm averse to making any new main with the exception of Pathfinder just because I can't get potable badges. And I really hate that. I hate the fact that you have to now like basically continuously live with every time you make a new character or every time a new player comes in or every time there's a new main, you basically have to live with the fact that you can never get a potable badge. And you might be thinking it's only one piece of equipment, but if your badge is the likes of, let's say, 30% strength main pot and like 10% strength B pot with, you know, strength per 10 character levels plus 2, that's an extra, for some high level players, that can be 2 to 3 mil extra range, which means I don't know if I want to have to go through that ordeal of trying to make a class that doesn't have a potable badge. Pathfinder mains, or people who are trying to main a Pathfinder, will be one of those unfortunate players who have to go ahead and live without a potable badge, unless you have some magical way of killing the Black Mage and getting his badge. That's literally all you can do. which means my options are limited to my dual blade, my Xenon, which is technically the Pyre class, my Demon Slayer, which is my Warrior class, my Lumi, which is my Mage class. I also technically have a badge on my Nightwalker because back when I was still playing Exodus Waver, he has a badge, and I'm actually curious. Part of me wants to like try out, you know, re-gearing up a Nightlord or Nightwalker, transfer all of my gear from my dual blade to my Nightwalker and see how strong he can get. That's a side project for another time. Few things I do want to work on is I want to go ahead and level up a second Link skill, a set for my Demon Slayer. So I just got a second Xenon to level 150 because of the Mega Burning event during the 14th anniversary. So I got Hybrid Logic on him, but we need a second Hayato, we need a second Lumi, we need a second Kinesis, we need a second Kadena, we need a second Ilium, we need a second Arc, we need like a second, I need everything. And when the server merge happens, we will go up to 50 total slots, which means I have a little bit to work with, and I think I can get this done. I'm mostly trying to free to play him. I burned a couple BPOC cubes that I got from the cash shop, so I've already, well, I didn't wail on him, I don't think. Ooh, Flag Race. I probably should go ahead and do that. So I'll go ahead and end off the video here so I can go ahead and do Flag Race. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for watching, and because I'm now officially finished with my dual blade for the time being in terms of upgrading and training, I can make more videos for you guys on other characters, including other guide videos and whatnot, and we have 3 power leveling sessions coming up within the next month or so. One for Jet, one for Pathfinder, and one for Zero, so stay tuned for that guys, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Take care.